Okay, Om Shanti. Welcome everyone to online guided meditation session. In today's session, the topic which we would be meditating on and reflecting at the end, we will do an activity. So the topic will be on letting go. And it's important for us from time to time to let go of things in the life, especially things of the past. Because certain things, when we remember, they tend to make us sick mentally. So, why it is that people have that difficulty in letting go of things? This is because there is deep-rooted habit of holding on to things if the things doesn't work my way. So, if you have observed in yourself, just take a look at your life. You would have seen that whenever some certain things doesn't meet your expectations or certain things doesn't tend to work your way, then you will tend to hold on to them. So it's kind of hard to let them go. But if they work the way you wanted them to work, you don't hold them. You can let it go because that met your expectations. So somewhere down the line, there is deep fear. Sometimes there is some insecurity. Let's say you are working at office and then something happened between you and your boss or between you and your coworker, and there is always this insecurity that, oh, did I say something that I'm not supposed to say, or did I do something which uh, that might cause threat to my job, or there is some deep fear from inside which is causing this feelings of insecurity, and as a result it becomes harder to let go of those things. And what if I have said something and what others would think of it? And these days, this is the biggest fear also. Like, what am I saying and what are others perceiving? So, that kinds of creates that illusion which will not let the things to flow smoothly in our minds. So then the mind starts questioning why they are disregarding me. So there are several such scenes in the life that are not easy to let go. So the secret to let go is to accept that there is something benevolent in what happened to me and to have good levels of patience. Sometimes things do get sorted out quickly, but sometimes we might have to wait for a day or month or even years to understand what is the benefit merged in the scene that happened in past. So if we can learn to look at the benefit, or if we can learn to look at the benevolent side of the situation, then it is easy to let go of the things. And sometimes in order to look at the benevolent things, it's not so easy because you might have to wait. You might have to wait for a day, or you might have to wait for maybe a few weeks, or maybe a few months, or maybe a few years. Only then you will understand what is the benefit behind that scene. So, so you can personally look at your own life and see what was the benefit of scene that you were thinking was not so good at that moment, but it ended up to be a good one. So from now on, whenever I'm not able to forget the past, or there are constant thoughts of past, all I need to do is talk to myself, saying that there is benefit merged in everything. Whatever happens in my life, there is a purpose and there is a benefit behind the scenes. I might not be noticing right away, but there is a benefit. So if I can accept it and move on, because simply thinking about it again and again is like wasting my precious mental energy. So that's about the letting go. Now we will do a little meditation on this. So to begin with, sit back straight. Keep your body relaxed. And we will start by breathing. Inhale and exhale. Take luxurious breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now that your body is relaxed, and gently bring your attention inwards to the inner place of silence. And within every one of us, there is this deep place of silence which is present in the center of forehead. And that's the place where I, the power, I, the soul, reside. And I power up the entire body from that place. So gently see yourself as a point of light or a star in the center of forehead that is filled with benevolence, peace, and purity. That's you, the soul. Now we will kind of practice some thoughts which will help us to easily let go of things. So as I say these thoughts, you can console yourself within your mind and talk to yourself and present these thoughts. So no matter what happens in the past, I always have this thought. Everything is good. Everyone is good. Whatever happened is good. And whatever will happen is also good. I don't have any worries of any kind. And you can say this as many number of times in your inner world. You can just talk to yourself. This is like counseling yourself. So again, I will repeat this thought. Everything is good. Everyone is good. Whatever happened is good. And whatever will happen is also good. Don't have worries of any kind. You want to say this as many number of times and with faith. And then the second thought, every soul is God's child. I always have the feelings of mercy towards every soul. Every soul is innocent. Every soul is God's child. I always have the feelings of mercy towards every soul. Every soul is innocent. And sometimes I might see a soul reacting, but that's not the angel inside. Sometimes there is this false identification of the ego. I see the ego as separate and the soul as separate. Everyone belongs to me. and I belong to everyone. Everyone belongs to me, and I belong to everyone. And as souls, we are one family with one parent, and our parent is the Supreme Being. So I treat everyone with same respect and love. Everyone belongs to me, and I belong to everyone. As souls, we are one family with one parent, the Supreme Being. So I treat everyone with same respect and love and dignity. I always remain humble, and I never let the ego to corrupt or pollute my mind and relationships. The more humble I can be, the more easily I can let go of past. I always remain humble, I never let the ego to corrupt or pollute my mind and relationships. The humbler I can be, the more humble I can be, the more easily I can let go of past. I practice to stay gentle with myself. And it's okay, mistakes happen, and that's the part of process of life. That's how I learn. I don't criticize myself. I practice remaining gentle with myself, and it's okay, mistakes happen, and that's part of the process of life. That's how I learn. I accept that at this time, I need to connect with the power source, that Supreme Being, to fill myself with the universal power, and this universal power which I get from the Supreme Being, it can be converted into power to let go, or power to tolerate, or whatever power I want it to be. All I have to do is just connect with this being. And this being is ocean of love, ocean of peace, ocean of mercy. So I just connect with this being. And throughout the day, throughout the week, I take little breaks in between to fix myself, to come out of the habit of thinking of past. Small little breaks, and then just counseling my mind with these powerful thoughts. Om Shanti. I am peace. So now we will do a little activity. So in this activity, I would ask you, I would present you with some questions, and you can say how we can apply the power to let go. So the first question here is, boss at your workplace or some of your closer relatives, they insult you in front of someone, how do you apply power to let go? What kind of thoughts you will create at that time? So because we want to use this power throughout the day or in our lives, right? So we want to know how to apply this power. So again, I'll repeat the question. Boss at your workplace or someone of your closer relatives, let's say they insult you before someone, how do you apply the power to let go? Or what kind of thoughts will you create for the other soul?
For the most part, I just said that's his issue, not mine. Which my boss consistently does. He does it every day. He yells and has a fit twice a day. So that's a reflection of his whatever he's going through, and it has nothing to do with me, right? I prefer that he didn't do that he treat people with respect, but that's not who he is, right? So I just say, you be you, I be me, and so goes life. I have to work. Everyone needs a job, and you don't choose your boss. And it's true. Most people say people don't leave their job; they leave their boss. So,
interesting.
There it is.
Yeah. Sorry, Tammy, you want
to add? I find her situation interesting. I give her credit for doing that every day because I've been in that situation and I don't have tolerance for it.
Right.
I think for me is just that I send them light and I send them love, which is hard to do sometimes. But if you can just send them light and love and make a connection with them and tell them that you forgive them, and then you got to forgive yourself, even though it may not be your fault. And then
8 a.m. I'm full of like, I send you, I am at peace, I'm a peaceful being, and you're a soul, I'm a soul. 8:10, I get over it. So.
Yeah, I can totally understand. I think it needs some extended practice, but it's good that, you are able to do what you are able to do. The only thing is that the more good wishes you have, the more it will work. And then also involving Supreme Being in the process, right? So taking the help of the Supreme Being and then sending lots of love and good wishes. You should experiment and see. Right? That's what I feel.
Yeah, thank
we know
you.
the knowledge. Actually, we know the knowledge. We need to stop and think,
Right.
And we have to think, that other person is in some trouble or something. Why is he yelling or shouting or screaming, whatever? But
the more you give good wishes, yes, connect to the Supreme Power, and the more you give good wishes at that time, the more the soul strength increases. Your power to face situations or your power to face challenges will grow. And that's when you need the power, right? You don't need the power when everything is going okay.
You know what Sister Mary said in one of the classes, I think, is she said that when you're having problems with an individual, like I've had problems with my sister, and it's like an ongoing thing, but I'm not really in a relationship with her anymore. But even though I'm not, I still send her every day, peace, love, forgiveness. And, and just like even before you go to work or before you go to bed, to hold them, visualize them in front of you and connect with them with your third eye and hold that. And she said that it will transform the person at some point.
Right. And it's a test of our patience. It's a test of our, power to tolerate also. Definitely, yeah. And it's
And I
good
can't
in certain ways. It's good in
yeah, I
certain
can't
ways.
remember. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I can't remember whether Sister Mary said that or Sister Shivani, because Sister Shivani has a lot of really, really good YouTube stuff for things like this.
Right, exactly. I hope everyone watches here, her shows. So I will, yeah, Payal, you want to say something?
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say I resonate with what Tammy said, and a lot of times I really feel like the way a person treats you talks about how harsh or loving they are with themselves. So if somebody's saying something rude to me or being mean to me, it's just probably nobody gave it to them, so they just that's what they're projecting on other people. And at that time I just feel like if I react to this, then I am attaching more karma or more, connection with this person. So I just, a lot of times it's really hard, but I just, try to not let that affect me, even though, sometimes when it's too personal, you feel hurt and, you get like bad feelings for them. But then you just have to say, hey, it's not me, it's them. And just pray for them and hope that they find somebody who can talk to them as lovingly as I would want them to talk to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a different perspective to look at it, right? But yes, definitely not to create more negative karma. So that is a good point which you brought up. So definitely having those good wishes for them, and then just not letting our energy drain. That is also a good strategy, because only when we start to take things personal, that's when the things will affect us. So I think you all are doing good job at that point.